We did it, guys. We had another fun and really successful, profitable week last week. Let's recap it and kick off another one. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back on into another episode of Winning Bets. We're kicking off the Monday edition here of Winning Bets, and while there's the Monday blues going on, generally speaking, you shouldn't be having the blues this weekend because we had a really fun time last week and we were really profitable, putting some good amount of money up in your pocket. I'm your host, Jason Mattis, as always. Thanks for coming along with me here on the ride and starting off your morning with me and your week with me. That's right, we had a really good, fantastic week. Let's make sure we go ahead and recap it, and then we'll kick off another week here of Winning Bets. As you guys can see right there, last week we went 22 and 14 and plus 10.74 units. Ching ching, that's what I'm talking about. Love that sound. Ching ching. That sound will never get old here on Winning Bets. As now for the last 18 weeks, we've been profitable in 15 of those last 18 weeks. We're up 64.61 units. That's right, folks. You get that wax up out of your ears. You didn't hear incorrectly. We're up 64.61 units in those last 18 weeks. Absolutely fantastic, guys. What went our way last week? What were some of those good wins, and what were some of those bad losses we had last week? Well, we rode under 2.5 in Chelsea versus Villarreal. That was obviously no-brainer win and got a nice cash right there in that UEFA Super Cup. So nice to start off our soccer season with a good win right there. You guys remember there was also a midweek game. I think it was on, about like Tuesday. We got that Tigers money line. It's an underdog, which should have never happened. And in that same game, we also double dipped and took the F5 team total. So we got two really nice cashes from that game. Then we had a really good soccer season. Let's kind of transition there and talk about some soccer wins. This one right here, Brentford double chance. This one's notable because if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you need to be following me on Twitter because soccer lineups are all important. And I had no interest in betting Brentford versus Arsenal. And then it was a few hours before the game, Arsenal announced that Aubameyang and Lacazette were both going to miss. I mean, Arsenal is going to get goals this season outside of those two players, but those are the guys for Arsenal. They're going to get, 85% of their goals this season. So as soon as those two guys went down, we've got Brentford at home, newly promoted team. That fans are going to be absolutely rocking there at the grounds as fans are back in the Premier League. I was all over that Brentford double chance, and they easily covered that, beating Arsenal 2-0. So just make sure you're following me on Twitter. You never know these late information you get, and you get easy wins like that. That was an easy win. We got it at minus 130. So yeah, good job there by Brentford coming through there with a nice double chance win. We also continued the soccer ways. Got Liverpool on that team total. That was a nice plus money cash. They went up over 2.5 goals to cash their team total. Then we also got another plus money bet right there. United plus Leeds, and both teams to score in over 2.5. We were profitable in soccer. I gave you guys 3 soccer bets on Friday's show. 2 of them cashed. They were both at plus money, so you won over a unit from my 3 soccer plays. Then you add in that Brentford double chance. Soccer was just really good to us this week in there, so it felt good to start off our successful soccer season with some profit right there. And then the last notable win was 3 same game parlays. We had 3 same game parlays this weekend. How awesome was that, guys? I was fired up this weekend cashing those same game parlays. We cashed 1 same game parlay in the Norwich versus Liverpool game. Basically, we predicted Liverpool to smash and Liverpool to keep a clean sheet, which is what was in that same game parlay. So that was good. We hit another one, that Orioles versus Red Sox game. Orioles were throwing our man Keegan Aiken, who's an absolute bum. We absolutely know that. So we put together a same game parlay that basically had the Red Sox smashing. They obviously did, winning that game 6-2. And then our last same game parlay was, again, Sunday Night Baseball. We get these things every single week. We've now hit 6 of our last 11 Sunday night same game parlays. And when we're losing, it's not like we're losing any money because they're risk-free, folks. So we've just put 6 easy winners up in your pocket. And the reason we've gotten 6 of the last 11 winners is I'm no longer swinging for the fences. While it would be nice to put together a nice same game parlay that, wins $500 to, only bet $10, and those are great. And you see those all over Twitter all the time. And hell, I'm even jealous of those. Those just don't ever hit. There's a reason why the sportsbooks advertise that, because they know that those hits are very few and far between. They want to tickle you, they want to excite you, and they want to get you to bet those so you can just start wasting your money. We've kind of gotten away from that here on the show. Now we're just betting ones that, win $40, win $50. And like I said, we've hit 6 of those the last 11. So I'll take $40, $50 wins all day long as opposed to reaching for that lottery ticket that, may or may not come. So have you ever hit the Mega Millions? Has anybody ever hit the Powerball? I doubt it. Dial it back, folks. Dial it back. Keep following me. We've been cashing these same game parlays. So that was our third and final same game parlay that we cashed right there, which was really good. Some of the notable losses that we had on the week. What about those Mariners F5 team total? They were bad to us. We lost two of those. Two of those on back-to-back nights up against the Rangers, too. Come on. You're not supposed to not hit the Rangers. You're supposed to smash the Rangers. The Rangers are terrible. How did that happen to us? That definitely tripped us up. Then we got Briscoe over Blaney. Or we didn't get it. That was a notable L, was Briscoe or Blaney. I mean, 2 laps ago, he's right there. He's in second place, right behind Danny Hamlin. You guys got to dial into my NASCAR show this weekend. If you're a NASCAR fan, you watch the show. I mean, that means you'll probably be watching the weekly NASCAR show I put together, but I can't wait to get in there and talk about that race with Williams. Just the drama that unfolded there late in that race was really wild. Never seen anything quite like that. So, we went ahead and dropped that pick. We'll save that conversation for that weekly NASCAR show of how Briscoe was unable to beat Blaney, but yeah, that's a little bit of a tough beat right there. And then Chelsea Crystal Palace under 2.5. That one did not cash. But I may also go right back to that same well. So that we lost that bet 3-0, but Chelsea got a goal from a free kick, which those happen, but those are few and far between. And Marcos Alonso was the one that kicked it. He definitely has that in his locker. I mean, I've seen that guy make tons of free kicks. He has that ability, but free kicks are just rare. And that's also the kiss of death, to an under better, right? You get an own goal, you get a free kick, or you get a penalty kick, and you're on an under bet. That's the kiss of death. But then the goal that really put us over the edge that made it go 3-0 was the center back scoring from outside the box. I mean, that also is pretty rare if a center back is able to pull that off. So I still like Chelsea under 2.5. Maybe if Lukaku comes back, maybe that may be a bet that you do back off on, because it does like Chelsea is going to be really good, strong offensively this season. I don't think Lukaku is going to miss chances as much as Timo Werner. So maybe we'll do under 2.5, or maybe Chelsea win to nil is going to be the bet going forward, because I don't see anybody really scoring on this Chelsea team all that often. I know Crystal Palace is terrible, but Chelsea's also really good defensively. So we're going to be betting Chelsea. Chelsea's going to win a lot of games this season, and they're going to provide chances us to win a lot of profit. We just got to find the right angle for them this season. I still do like under 2.5 because it was a good bet, and based on how we lost it, but we'll see what we do going forward. But yeah, outstanding week, guys. 22-14 and plus 10.74 units. Guys, go ahead and mash that like button. Mash that like button right now. Take a little second from what you're doing and just go ahead and hit that like button and let me know you were part of last week's profit as we now move on up into last week. We've got no free giveaway bet to give out. I just dropped the ball on Friday, guys. I just, did the show, ran through it, and forgot to mention going to go and vote and put up the poll. I didn't even put up the poll. Or actually, I did put up the poll. One of the guys, Brian here, one of the great supporters here of the show, Brian asked me about it. So then I did go ahead and put up a poll because nobody... Or because I didn't mention it, nobody voted. I looked like 5 hours later and had 0 votes. So I just went ahead and deleted that poll. So we'll go ahead and kick off that free giveaway again today. We'll resume it. My bad on forgetting Friday. It was just my bad. Just straight up forgot to do it. So again, after this show, make sure you jump over to that community tab. Get your vote in, guys, because you guys are still on fire. So get your vote in, and let's try and give away some money up on tomorrow's show. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into today's action. We've got a few handful of bets for you here in Major League Baseball, so let's run through them, and let's do it. We're going to look at this Reds versus Cubs game. We're on Reds run line at minus 115 over DraftKings. Not a big shocker that we're going to go ahead and fade the Cubs, especially against this Reds team. So you got Miley on the mound here versus Steele. Miley's been the better pitcher. Obviously, he's got fantastic numbers all season long. He's arguably been the Reds' best starter and their ace all season long. Steele hasn't pitched all that much, but, he's not on Miley's level whatsoever. And then bullpen-wise, you've got a top 10 bullpen here in the Reds versus a bottom 5 bullpen here in the Cubs since August 1st, which was the trade deadline. So, yeah, the Reds are obviously surging. They're looking like they want to fight for a playoff spot. They're only a handful of games up out of that last wild card spot, so we absolutely like that. And then from an offensive standpoint, we're taking the Reds all day long. The Reds have a fantastic offense. We already know the Cubs trading away all their good players. So this one's a no-brainer bet, taking the Reds run line. Let's just hope we get the right result up over the Cubs today. Next one we're going to do here is we're going to look at this Athletics versus White Sox game. On Athletics F5 team total over 2.5 runs at plus 120. Love that it came in at plus 120. You can find that up over at DraftKings. We look at this Athletics team versus left-handed pitching since the trade deadline of August 1st. They're number 2 in the major leagues, baby. Number 2 in the major leagues in batting average. They're batting 325. they're absolutely smashing the ball versus left-handed pitching here lately. They've got the second less strikeouts in all of Major League Baseball with 13. They're averaging 1 strikeout every 5.9 at-bats, so that's in a really good stretch. That kind of goes with them. They're absolutely mashing the ball with a 325 batting average. They're number 9 in runs. Check this out. They're number 9 in runs. They have 77 at-bats. The teams that are 1 through 8, 6 of those eight teams all have 150 plus at-bats. So they've got significantly less at-bats than teams above them, and yet they're still number 9 in runs. So it just shows that they're just absolutely smashing left-handed pitching here lately. You got Keuchel on the mound here for the White Sox. Ho-hum numbers, 4.51 ERA, a 1.33 whip, and it's allowing a 256 opponent's batting average. He can get hit. He's been hit. He can have good outings. He can also just have mediocre outings. That's what you get more times than not with this Dallas Keuchel is a mediocre outing. So based on how the Athletics are just smashing left-handed pitching, I like this one right here. I'll touch on later while I'm not willing to go the full game team total. So stay tuned for that one right here. But yeah, Athletics, F5 team total, over 2.5. No-brainer at plus money. Next one we're going to look at here is we're going to look at the Pirates versus the Dodgers. None of the lines are up right now at any of the sports books. I'm going to imagine that the run line and money line is going to be way too juiced because they're playing the Pirates. I'm going to imagine I'm going to settle in on either the F5 team total or the full game team total. You're going to have to check for me on this Twitter, but I just want to go ahead and get you guys this game, let you know that it's on my radar, just waiting for the sports books to populate it. You got the Dodgers here. They're number 5 in batting average versus left-handed pitching since the trade deadline of August 1st. They're obviously going up a left-hander here, and Steven Brault. He's had 2 starts. He had a good one against the Brewers where he allowed 1 run over 4 innings. He didn't give up a home run. And then his second start was ho-hum against the Cardinals. He allowed 2 runs over 5 innings. And he gave up 2 home runs in this game. Obviously, the Dodgers have a fantastic offense. They only added Trey Turner to that offense. They continue to smash. We, saw what that offense did last night in winning our same game parlay, putting up 14 runs. So we fully expect the Dodgers to obviously get to this Pirates team. It's just a matter of, do we do an F5 team total or a full game team total? Again, we wait on the sports books to give us the information, and then look for me on Twitter to go ahead and make my decision, and we'll pull the trigger there on that one. And then the last one here, we're going to go ahead and do our dog of the day. Dog of the day. Let's see if we can't start off with a nice dog of the day winner. We're going to do Giants run line. You can find that Giants run line at plus 105 right now over at PointsBet. They're playing the Mets. You've got Gausman on the mound here for the Giants versus Hill. Gausman's obviously been the Giants' best starter. He's been fantastic all season long. Rich Hill coming over here from the Rays. He's only had 2 starts so far with the Mets. But he's going to get hit hard by the Giants. You got the better starter in Gausman by far. A 2.29 ERA, a whip under 1 at 0.97, a 182 opponent's batting average, and a 10.6 K per 9. Rich Hill, yeah, like I said, his numbers aren't that good. I mean, those numbers are fantastic, folks. ERA at 2.29, a whip under 1. Opponent's batting average is under the Mendoza line. Man, Gausman's having a great year. For Hill, it's a 4.43 ERA, a 1.25 whip, a 239 opponent's batting average, and a 7.8 K per 9. Both of these guys' current form is kind of relatively the same. Gausman certainly doesn't have the numbers that he had, back in the month of May when he was just on fire. But Gausman is still doing really good right now. So from a bullpen perspective, Giants are better. Giants are better in everything. Giants have the better bullpen. They have the better whip, opponent's batting average, ERA, FIP, and home runs per 9, all since that All-Star break. And really, if you go ahead and do a larger sample size, the Giants have, the better bullpen. And then you might have heard, folks, you might have heard this, the Giants have the best record in all of Major League Baseball. So go ahead and give me the best team in all of Major League Baseball as my dog of the day. Yeah, I got no problem backing that whatsoever. So that's the dog of the day. Giants run line plus 105 over at PointsBet. All right, let's go ahead and get into the recap here. We're going to go ahead and take that Reds run line at minus 115. We're going to go ahead and take that Athletics F5 team total over 2.5 runs at plus 120. Go ahead and look for me on Twitter for that Dodgers team total. You're going to do team total or F5 team total. Make sure you check me out on Twitter for that one. And then the dog of the day is going to be the Giants run line at plus 105 right now. What I mentioned there about not wanting to take the Athletics full game team total, I may use my BetRivers live 20% profit boost on the under in the Athletics versus White Sox games because both of those teams' bullpens sit in the top 10. So you got two really good bullpens. I think Montas and Keuchel can both kind of get hit and hit hard early in this game. I didn't think the sportsbooks will inflate that over-under to adjust for, you know, the early runs in that game. And then you could see a scenario where the bullpens come in and shut it down, relatively speaking. So that's what I may look to do here, is may look to use that live profit boost on betting the under in that game. If the beginning of that game unfolds, you know, like maybe I think it can with runs, we get an inflated number, I think then we can really sneak in here and get some good profit betting, you know, live betting the under. So look for me on Twitter. If I go ahead and make that decision, of course, I'll let you guys know on Twitter right there. All right, guys, go ahead and jump on that community tab. Don't forget to get your vote in. You guys are absolutely on fire. I want to keep giving you guys money, so go in there, get your vote in. One of these 4 bets. Let me know which one you think is the best one, and we'll go ahead and slap $50 on it and give you guys some money on tomorrow's show. And then hit that like button your way out, guys. That just gets me pumped, man. I'm always excited that you guys are putting money in your pocket. Hit that like button and let me know we put money up in your pocket last week, and we're going to do it again this week. All right, guys, go ahead and enjoy your Monday. Let's kick our week off right, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.